Huge layoffs announced by a New York newspaper, and then the New York governor absurdly decides to step in. Ash Shao for the Daily Wire reports that for weeks now, staffers at the New York Daily News have braced for cuts. Well, Monday, those cuts were announced in an impersonal email, and they write it doesn't appear as though anybody who is willing to be laid off really knows it yet. AP was there to catch the laid off employees who were in tears as they left the building. Take a look.
Journalism is something more than a job for people. It just is. So you get emotionally wrapped up in it. I am, and I can't help that. They had to make some decisions they felt that were necessary. They felt that they're a business. They're a public company. They have to turn a profit. For them to continue losing money is not the same as working at the Post where they just continue to bleed. They don't feel that they should be doing that. I get it. They did emphasize that they're going to be doing breaking news, so getting rid of me and the breaking news team makes perfect sense, doesn't it? I mean, yes, I'm being facetious. It doesn't make any sense to me who made these decisions, but whatever it is, you know what? 18 years I'm in this business with the Daily News. I'm here at the Daily News. I had my first front page in 1983. I am grateful. I am very grateful to the Daily News.
I don't know. It's been my life for almost 6 years, and I feel very privileged to have gotten to work with some of the best in the business. I feel like I grew up at the Daily News. It's meant everything to me.
It's a tough ride. I mean, Jesus, newspapers are the engines of democracy. Go to any news van and look on the floor, and you see the Daily News, and that's your sked for the rest of the day. So, good luck, because without newspapers also last. You know, the broadcast is done, newspapers last. And when that's gone, I ask you, what does last?
What does last? Well, obviously not your job as the fake news media, that's for sure. Now, Trump, which owns the New York Daily News, sent an email to staff on Monday morning announcing it would be fundamentally restructuring the Daily News. It's according to a copy of the memo that was obtained by the Daily Beast's Max Tani. Quote, "We are reducing today the size of the editorial team by approximately 50% and refocusing much of our talent on breaking news, especially in areas of crime, civil justice, and public responsibility." The biggest cut was the editor-in-chief, Jim Rich, who foreshadowed the layoffs in an ominous tweet on Monday morning. If you hate democracy and think local governments should operate unchecked and in the dark, then today is a good day for you. And then the New York governor, Andrew Cuomo, took to Twitter to offer state support for the New York Daily News, which announced earlier in the morning that it would cut half of its editorial staff. My statement on the layoffs. The Daily News, now owned by Trump, is apparently firing a major portion of the reporting staff. This will undoubtedly devastate many households and hurt an important New York institution. These layoffs were made without notifying the state or asking for assistance. My father, as governor, came to the aid of New York Post when it was facing difficult financial times, even though the Post represented an opposing active partisan interests. So my father understood the value of a robust free press, and so do I. He goes on to say that I urge Trump to reconsider the dramatic move and stand ready to work with them to avert this disaster. I understand that large corporations often only see profit and dividends as a bottom line, but in New York, we also calculate loss of an important institution, loss of jobs, the impact of families affected. I hope Trump does the same and recalculates this decision. So New York is there to help. So bailouts for the press. Okay, so the print paper is dying, okay? It's been dying. It's been on a decline for many, many years, okay? So that's just the way things go. But now the governor of New York wants to come in and step in and help. State aid, bailouts for failing newspapers. I don't know, man. These people are just losing their minds. Comment below. Do you think they should deserve a bailout? You think they deserve a bailout? You tell me in the comments. Let's get into this. I'll see you there. For the Next News Network, I'm Gary Franchi. Moving right along, I've got to ask you a question. Have you ever thought about having your own digital exchange, your cryptocurrency exchange? Well, if you're like me, you're sick and tired of the banksters. Well, I got something very special here. Next News Network special offer, and you don't need any programming or technical knowledge to open up your own exchange. It's called the GTS platform, and it lets anybody build and operate their own digital exchange quickly and easily. And you can trade and exchange whatever you want, whether it's traditional cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and so on, or an actual exchange for currencies like US dollars, euros, Japanese yen, or your own local or national currency. You can even get creative and have an exchange, trading Star Wars memorabilia, racehorses, silk fabrics, or real estate. Whatever you can come up with, you can tokenize and turn into your own unique exchange. Just use your creativity. Now here's what you got to do. You got to learn more, okay? Education is key here. There's a link right down below. It's in the description. It's also on the screen. It's to the GTS Telegram channel. And that's where you're going to learn more, how it works and how to get your own exchange. If you don't have Telegram, just install it right now, create your free account. Now, a Telegram account is essential for communicating in the digital and crypto world. You can also go on and like the Facebook page. We've got it linked right there on the graphic. So don't wait any longer. Get in right now. Start your own exchange. For the Next News Network, I'm Gary Franchi. Thank you for watching that report. If you want more, subscribe to the channel by clicking on the Next News Network logo right here. And you can watch our latest news reports by clicking here. Or for the latest breaking news, click right here. Also, if you want to watch the most viral news on the channel, the news reports that Hillary and Obama hate, then click right here.